Building a deep and meaningful connection with someone takes time, patience, and understanding. While physical attraction may spark initial interest, true intimacy, both emotional and physical, develops through a series of essential steps. Many women carefully evaluate their relationships before taking the next step, ensuring they feel safe, valued, and emotionally connected. Contrary to popular belief, intimacy isn't just about chemistry or attraction. It's about trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Women often look for a partner who listens, communicates openly, and aligns with their values. They seek emotional security before embracing physical closeness, ensuring that the connection is built on more than just fleeting desire. This video explores the 7 crucial steps many women go through before deciding to take the next step in a relationship. From the initial spark of attraction to trust building, emotional connection, and shared values, each phase plays a vital role in strengthening the bond between two people. Mutual respect, patience, and open communication are the keys to fostering a relationship that goes beyond surface-level attraction. Whether you're looking to understand relationships better or seeking to build a deeper connection with someone special, this guide will help you navigate the essential emotional and psychological factors that contribute to meaningful intimacy. Stay tuned as we break down each step, offering valuable insights into what truly matters in a relationship. And if you find this content helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions. Let's dive in. Number 1. Initial attraction. Every relationship begins with initial attraction, that first spark that draws two people toward each other. This attraction can be physical, emotional, intellectual, or even a combination of all three. While many assume that attraction is purely based on looks, the reality is that women often consider multiple factors beyond physical appearance. At first glance, physical attraction might play a significant role. Features like confidence, body language, and personal grooming can influence a woman's perception of a potential partner. However, attraction goes beyond just looks. How a man carries himself, his energy, and his demeanor can have a profound impact. A well-groomed, confident, and self-assured man is often perceived as more attractive, regardless of his specific features. But attraction isn't only about appearance, it's also about emotional and intellectual appeal. A man who displays emotional intelligence, humor, and depth can quickly become more attractive than someone who relies solely on physical looks. Women often feel drawn to individuals who exude confidence without arrogance, those who can engage in meaningful conversations, and those who possess a sense of purpose. Additionally, a person's aura and energy can be just as important as their words. Someone who radiates positivity, warmth, and a sense of calm can naturally attract others. The way a man interacts with people around him, whether he's kind, respectful, and charismatic, also plays a crucial role in how attractive he appears. Another key factor in initial attraction is mystery and intrigue. Women are naturally curious, and someone who doesn't reveal everything about themselves too quickly can spark further interest. Leaving a little to the imagination, maintaining a sense of independence, and having personal goals or passions make a person more intriguing. Lastly, it's essential to remember that attraction is highly subjective. What one woman finds attractive, another may not. The key takeaway is that authenticity and self-confidence are among the most universally attractive qualities. Rather than focusing solely on looks, a man who embraces his individuality, treats others with respect, and carries himself with quiet confidence will naturally draw others toward him. Initial attraction is just the first step in a deeper process. While it may create that first spark, true connection and intimacy are built on what follows: trust, communication, and shared values. Stay tuned as we explore the next crucial step in a woman's journey toward deeper connection. Number 2. Getting to know him. Once the initial spark has been lit, the next step in a woman's journey toward deeper connection is getting to know him. This phase is where emotional bonds begin to form, and a woman assesses whether there is substance behind the initial attraction. At first, attraction may be based on physical appearance or charisma, but lasting connections require more than just surface-level appeal. Women often seek meaningful conversations that go beyond small talk. Topics like life goals, passions, values, and worldviews become essential in this stage. She wants to know, is he emotionally mature? Does he have ambitions and purpose? How does he treat others? Do his values align with hers? Women tend to observe how a man interacts with friends, family, and even strangers, as these interactions reveal his true nature. Small gestures, such as how he speaks to a waiter or how he responds in difficult situations, can speak volumes about his character. Communication is key. In this phase, communication style matters. Women appreciate men who actively listen, ask thoughtful questions, and respond with genuine interest. A man who talks only about himself without engaging in deeper discussions can come across as self-absorbed. Balanced conversations, where both partners share their thoughts and experiences, help create emotional intimacy. Additionally, women want to feel safe expressing themselves without fear of judgment. A man who creates an environment where she feels comfortable sharing her opinions, dreams, and even vulnerabilities is far more likely to form a deep emotional connection. Compatibility. Check beyond personality and communication. This phase is also about determining compatibility. Women often ask themselves, do we share similar values on relationships, family, and the future? Do our long-term goals align? Do we have a natural rhythm in conversations and interactions? It's not just about shared hobbies or interests, but about whether two people's core beliefs and lifestyles align. Differences are normal, but if fundamental values clash, it can create long-term challenges. Building emotional connection. At this stage, women pay close attention to how a man handles emotions and challenges. Does he shut down or communicate openly? Is he patient and understanding? Emotional intelligence is just as attractive as physical appearance, if not more. This step is crucial because it determines whether the connection will continue to grow or fade. If a woman feels emotionally safe, valued, and intellectually stimulated, she is more likely to invest further. Otherwise, she may start to withdraw. As the journey continues, the next step, trust building, becomes essential in strengthening the relationship. Number 3, trust building. Once a connection has been established, the next critical step in a woman's journey toward deeper intimacy is trust building. Without trust, no relationship can truly flourish, as it forms the foundation for both emotional and physical intimacy. At this stage, women carefully observe whether their partner is reliable, honest, and consistent. 3 key elements that determine whether trust can develop. Reliability. Actions speak louder than words. Trust is built through consistent actions, not just words. Women pay close attention to whether a man follows through on what he says. Some key questions they consider include, does he keep his promises? Is he dependable in small and big matters? Can I count on him when I need support? Something as simple as showing up on time, remembering small details, or following through on commitments can make a big difference. If a man constantly makes excuses, cancels plans, or fails to be present when needed, trust erodes. Emotional safety. Can she be herself? Beyond reliability, trust also means feeling emotionally safe with a partner. Women want to know they can express their thoughts, emotions, and vulnerabilities without fear of judgment, criticism, or dismissal. A man who listens with empathy and responds with kindness strengthens this emotional trust. Women also pay attention to how their partner handles disagreements. Does he communicate calmly and rationally? or does he become defensive and dismissive? Trust grows when a man shows he can handle difficult conversations with maturity and respect. Consistency, a key to long-term trust. Consistency is one of the biggest indicators of trustworthiness. A man's behavior should remain steady over time rather than changing based on mood, circumstances, or external pressures. Women look for consistency in how he treats her. Is he kind and supportive regularly, or only when it's convenient? How he treats others. Is he respectful to everyone, not just when he wants something in return? How he handles emotions. Is he stable and reliable, or unpredictable and reactive? Inconsistent behavior, such as being warm and affectionate one day but distant the next, can make a woman feel unsure about the relationship's future. Respecting boundaries, a sign of true trust. Another crucial aspect of trust building is respect for boundaries. Women need to see that their partner acknowledges and respects their emotional, physical, and personal boundaries. Rushing things or ignoring her comfort levels can damage trust. A trustworthy man understands that trust is earned, not demanded. He shows patience, gives space when needed, and lets the relationship progress naturally without pressure. By successfully building trust, a couple strengthens their foundation for the next phase of the relationship. Emotional connection, which plays a major role in deepening intimacy. Number 4, emotional connection. For many women, emotional connection is the bridge between a casual relationship and deeper intimacy. While physical attraction may spark initial interest, it is the emotional bond that sustains and strengthens a relationship. Women are more likely to engage in intimacy when they feel emotionally connected, understood, and valued by their partner. Feeling heard and understood. A strong emotional connection starts with meaningful communication. Women often seek partners who are willing to listen, not just hear, but truly understand their emotions, thoughts, and concerns. When a man actively listens, acknowledges her feelings, and engages in thoughtful discussions, she feels valued and respected. Key aspects of emotional understanding include empathy. Does he show care and concern for her emotions? Validation. Does he acknowledge her feelings rather than dismissing them? Support. Does he encourage her during difficult times? If a woman feels like she can share her deepest fears, dreams, and thoughts without judgment, the emotional bond strengthens significantly. Emotional safety and vulnerability. Emotional intimacy requires a sense of safety and trust. Women need to feel that they can be their authentic selves without fear of rejection. This means being able to express vulnerabilities, whether it's past experiences, insecurities, or fears, and knowing that their partner will respond with kindness rather than criticism. When a man reciprocates this vulnerability by sharing his own emotions and personal experiences, the connection deepens further. Mutual openness builds emotional trust, making the relationship feel more solid and genuine. Consistency in emotional support. Emotional connection is not built in a single conversation. It requires ongoing effort and consistency. Women notice if a man is only emotionally available when it suits him, or if he genuinely makes an effort to be present in the relationship. Some ways to strengthen emotional connection include being present in conversations, avoiding distractions like phones, checking in on her emotional well-being, being dependable during difficult times, expressing appreciation and affection regularly. The link between emotional and physical intimacy. For many women, emotional intimacy is a prerequisite for physical intimacy. When they feel emotionally connected, they are more likely to feel comfortable and secure in exploring the physical side of the relationship. A strong emotional bond enhances physical intimacy, making it more meaningful and fulfilling, rather than just a surface-level connection. By prioritizing emotional connection, a man shows that he is interested in more than just a temporary relationship. He is committed to building something deep, lasting, and meaningful. This naturally leads to the next important step: compatibility and shared values, which determines whether the relationship has long-term potential. Number 5. Compatibility and shared values. As a relationship progresses, one of the most critical factors in determining its long-term potential is compatibility and shared values. While initial attraction and emotional connection are essential, a sustainable relationship requires more than just chemistry. It needs alignment in core beliefs, life goals, and personal values. Defining compatibility. Compatibility is not just about how well two people get along in the moment. It's about whether they can build a future together based on shared principles and goals. Women often evaluate compatibility by considering long-term relationship goals. Does he see relationships the same way? Is he looking for commitment or something casual? Lifestyle preferences. Do they have similar views on work-life balance, family or social life? Personal values. Does he value honesty, kindness and loyalty in the same way she does? Future aspirations. Do their goals align, whether it's about career, finances, or where they want to live? If there is a strong alignment in values and future vision, the relationship is more likely to grow into something meaningful and lasting. The importance of shared values. Having common interests and hobbies is nice, but what truly holds a relationship together are shared core values. These include respect and communication. Can they resolve conflicts in a healthy way? Commitment and loyalty. Are they both equally invested in the relationship, family and life priorities? Do they have similar perspectives on marriage, children and long-term stability? Personal growth and ambition. Do they support each other's aspirations and encourage self-improvement? Even if two people are physically and emotionally connected, fundamental differences in values can create conflict in the long run. Women often assess whether their partner is not only compatible with their present, but also with their future. Navigating differences. No two people will ever be 100% alike, and differences are natural in any relationship. The key is how well they handle disagreements and whether they respect each other's perspectives. Women look for men who can respect their viewpoints even when they disagree, compromise without losing core values, communicate openly and maturely when conflicts arise. If a couple can navigate differences with respect and understanding, their bond strengthens. Why compatibility matters before intimacy. Before taking the next step into deeper intimacy, many women want reassurance that the relationship is built on more than just physical attraction. If their values and visions for the future align, it strengthens their emotional security, making physical intimacy feel more meaningful rather than just impulsive. Ultimately, true compatibility is about long-term connection. When two people share the same values, respect each other's individuality, and work towards common goals, their relationship has a solid foundation to thrive. Number 6. Respect for boundaries. One of the most crucial aspects of a healthy and meaningful relationship is respect for boundaries. Before a woman considers taking the next step into deeper intimacy, she often evaluates whether her partner understands and respects her emotional, physical, and personal limits. A man's ability to respect boundaries is a strong indicator of his character and the potential longevity of the relationship. Understanding boundaries in a relationship. Boundaries are essential because they define what makes a person feel safe, valued, and comfortable in a relationship. These boundaries can take many forms, including emotional boundaries, the need for personal space, time to process emotions, or not feeling pressured to share personal details before being ready. Physical boundaries, personal comfort levels regarding physical affection, personal space, and intimacy. Sexual boundaries, ensuring that both partners are on the same page about physical intimacy and that it is always based on mutual consent and comfort. Communication boundaries, the way disagreements are handled, personal privacy, and the right to express feelings without fear of judgment. When a woman sees that her partner not only understands but actively respects her boundaries, it creates a deeper sense of trust and security. Why respecting boundaries matters. A man who respects a woman's boundaries demonstrates that he values her as a person, rather than just a romantic interest. Women often observe how their partner reacts when they set a boundary. Does he listen without pressuring her? Does he become frustrated? Or does he show understanding? Does he acknowledge and support her need for emotional or physical space? Respecting boundaries is a sign of emotional maturity, and it reassures a woman that she is with someone who values her comfort and well-being. The role of communication in setting boundaries. Clear and open communication is key when discussing boundaries. Women appreciate men who ask about her comfort levels rather than assuming, check in with her emotionally and physically, accept her boundaries without making her feel guilty, understand that boundaries may evolve over time. A relationship where both partners feel safe expressing their needs leads to a healthier and more fulfilling connection. How boundaries strengthen intimacy. Many people assume that boundaries create distance in a relationship, but the opposite is true. When a woman feels that her partner respects her choices, she becomes more emotionally open and trusting, which naturally deepens intimacy. By showing patience, understanding, and respect for a woman's boundaries, a man not only builds a stronger relationship, but also creates a foundation of trust and security that enhances both emotional and physical intimacy. Number 7. Physical chemistry and comfort. Physical chemistry is often seen as one of the most immediate aspects of attraction, but for many women, it is the final step in a deeper process of emotional and relational connection. While attraction plays an important role in intimacy, what truly matters is comfort, trust, and emotional security. More than just attraction. Many assume that physical chemistry is purely about appearance, but in reality, it is about how two people feel in each other's presence. True physical chemistry is about more than looks. It's about feeling at ease and safe with someone, excited and drawn to their presence. A natural connection that feels effortless rather than forced. Women often assess whether their partner makes them feel comfortable, respected, and desired in a way that is emotionally fulfilling rather than just surface-level attraction. The role of comfort in physical connection. For women, physical intimacy is closely tied to feeling emotionally and mentally safe. Even if there is attraction, a woman may hesitate to take the next step unless she feels completely comfortable with her partner. Questions she might subconsciously ask herself include, do I feel safe and secure with him? Can I be myself without fear of judgment? Is he attentive to my needs and emotions? When a man is patient, understanding, and attentive, it deepens a woman's comfort and makes the physical connection feel natural rather than rushed. Mutual attraction and connection. Physical chemistry is about mutual attraction. It's not just about how one person feels, but how both people engage with each other. If the connection feels one-sided or forced, it can create discomfort instead of deepening intimacy. Women appreciate when a man respects their pace and comfort levels, pays attention to non-verbal cues and body language, understands that intimacy is about emotional connection as much as physical touch. This mutual respect ensures that both partners feel equally valued and connected in their physical relationship. Consent, trust, and emotional safety. One of the most important aspects of physical chemistry is consent and emotional safety. A woman is more likely to feel comfortable with physical intimacy when she knows that her partner listens to her needs and respects her boundaries, doesn't pressure her or make her feel guilty, understands that true chemistry is built over time, not rushed. When a woman feels both emotionally supported and physically comfortable, intimacy becomes a meaningful extension of the trust and connection already built in the relationship. Conclusion. While physical chemistry is an important factor in relationships, it is the culmination of all the previous steps: trust, emotional connection, and compatibility. The strongest relationships are built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine comfort, making physical intimacy a fulfilling and natural part of the journey rather than the sole focus.